Okay, got it. All right. Hey guys, thanks so much for hopping on here. I am Jessica Craig, for those of you who may not know me, and then especially for you guests, you probably have no clue who I am. I'm excited to chat with y'all for just a little bit tonight. We're going to try to keep this short and sweet, but we appreciate you taking the time out of your night to hop on and hang out with us for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody in the background so that way we don't have a lot of background noise. We'll do that really quick. Okay. So, anyway, I'm going to give you just a smidge of my background so you'll know where I'm coming from when I'm talking to you guys. I just celebrated my 1 year anniversary as a prover. So, we actually found Prove It a year ago in November. And it's been insane. Like, y'all would not even believe how crazy this year has been. And the fact that it's been a whole entire year blows my mind. It seems like just yesterday, I was talking to my friend Mandy, and she said, you know what? I found something that's insane. I've got to share it with you guys. So what she did was she shared that campfire video. So if you are on here because you want to hear more about Prove It, really quick, if you can raise your hand if your camera is up, and if not, if you could just type me in the chat so that way I'll know kind of who all I'm talking to and how many guests we've got on here. I see Christina just raised her hand. So Christina, hey, I know we've at least got one person who's interested. The rest of you guys, or a lot of you guys, may already be provers. Okay, here's another one. All right. So my first introduction to Prove It was, besides the fact that Mandy was insanely excited about something, and that of course made me excited too, was that campfire video. So if you're on here and you have not seen that campfire video, as soon as this call is over, stop, drop, and roll, and ask whoever invited you to this to let you get a hold of that campfire video so you can see what it's all about. But when I heard that, or whenever I saw that there was an actual powder, let's see, that you could shake up in water, drink it, and it would put you into ketosis, my first reaction was, there's no way. Like, that's ridiculous. I've never heard of anything like that in my life. And then my second reaction was, oh my gosh, if this is real, if this product actually does what it says it's going to do, this is going to be amazing. I want some, and I want it right meow. So I went with my excited instinct, and I ordered the product right away. I would have literally teleported to Dallas to the lab and picked it up if I could have, because I couldn't stand it. I'm talking waiting on my mailman, tracking that stuff down. I think I probably chased down the mailman to get my product because I was so stinking excited about it. Got it, tried it, loved it. My personal experience, and now everyone will have their own experience. I bet you could ask all 30 people or however many people on this Zoom that have tried keto before. You can ask them about their experience, and I bet you we would all have something a little bit different to say. So for me personally, it took about 6 days really before I had that feeling of, oh my gosh, this stuff is about to change my life. I know some people, they'll get halfway through their shaker of keto and they're like, whoa, I feel amazing. This stuff's so good. Give it all to me. But I didn't get that. My personal experience was it took me 6 days. So I'm thankful that I got started with a 30-day supply. That way that I could give it a good, fair shot and see what it was going to do for me. So after I felt that feeling and knew, okay, this is going to be insanely amazing, I want to be a part of this, I decided, of course, to become a prover. And so a little bit of background on that. I had a 2-month-old baby at the time. He's 15 months old now. I was stressed to the max. I'm talking, you know how it is, moms. If y'all are on here, y'all got a baby, you know how it is. You're exhausted. Your anxiety's through the roof. I was overweight. I had all that baby mama flob going on. I felt really disgusting. I did, actually. Don't shake your head. I felt really gross. I did not feel good about myself. I was not getting any sleep at night, besides the fact that I had a 2-month-old baby. we were strapped, like we were struggling financially to the point to where we didn't know what we were going to do. We weren't real sure how we were going to continue to pay our bills. And I was just really upset about having to put my baby in daycare at the time and try to find work outside of the home. So needless to say, I was in a really crappy situation and had been praying for God to send me something. And he certainly did. And he sent it through my friend Mandy. And I jumped on board, jumped all in. I had no idea if this was going to be a good move for me, a good idea for me to jump all in on this. But what I did know is that I had a great need for money. I had a need for something new, and I knew that God had a plan for me and I wanted something better for me and my family. And so I thought, you know what? I don't know if this is it, but I sure as heck I'm going to try and see if it is. And it certainly has been. Like I said, it's been a year. Our lives are, if you could look at my life then and you could look at it now, you wouldn't even believe that it's the same person or the same life, because it's so much different. This has drastically changed every single aspect of our lives. Besides the fact that I didn't want to go get work outside of the home, now my husband has been able to quit his full-time job, and we are both stay-at-home full-time provers, and it's just overwhelming and such a blessing, and I still can't believe that this is my life. So I'm not going to talk your ear off. Obviously, you guys can tell that this has been huge for me. I lost all the baby flop, by the way, so I feel better than I ever have. I sleep like a rock. I'm not saying I don't have stress anymore, but I don't have that stress anymore. I don't have the stress of how am I going to pay my bills. My hair's better, my skin's better, everything about the product has made me better, and this business has changed my life in so many ways, financially, spiritually. Like I've met so many new friends, and I love what this has been able to help me help others do. So yeah, my story sounds great, and you're all like, yay, I'm so glad, I'm so proud of you, you got to do this, you got to do that. But you know what I'm so super excited about is, yeah, I got to do all these things, but so did my best friends. So did so many people who I know and love. They've all been able to become a part of this with me and change their lives too. So we're doing really big things, Improve It, and I can't wait for this to just keep growing and going, and lots of new people to become a part of this. So we've got a guest tonight who I'm super excited for her to chat with you guys. And Leah, I'm not sure if you're if you're joined the audio, because I don't have the option to unmute you. Do you see that? Okay, so while I'm introducing you, hop off and hop back on and make sure you click join internet audio. Okay, so Leah, Leah is amazing. She's a brand new prover. She's only been in the business for just a smidge over a month. She's back on, but I still don't see that. Oh, wait, I see it now. Okay, so we should be able to unmute her here. She's been a prover for a little over a month and has done really incredible, amazing things, and we're so excited to have her on board. So I just want you guys to hear it from a brand new prover, what can happen in your life in just 1 month. So, Leah, I've got you unmuted, girl. You go ahead. Just spill the beans. Oh, gosh, we can't hear you, 911. Can y'all hear her? Are you on your phone or your computer? Ashley, Sierra, do y'all know any magic tricks?
She does this on our other Zooms too, but she somehow calls in on her phone, and there's a line that shows up on her phone and while she's Zooming. It's so weird. I don't know, but I can hear her when she does that.
Fix it, Leah.
Leah, get your life together. Not like mine.
Okay, so while Leah is working on her technical difficulties, I'm going to popcorn Sierra. Sierra has an amazing story. She's one of my best friends in the world. She's a mom just like me. So Sierra, tell everybody why Prove It's so amazing, and they should all join in.
Oh, there's Leah. Hold on. Maybe she's back before I get started. No, we still can't hear you, boo. Okay, I'll stall. You fix it. Okay, so I'm Sierra. I joined the exact same day as Jessica. Jessica and Mandy and Ashley and our friend Kelly. They were all so pumped up about this product that I just had to get my hands on it. I ordered a 30-day just like Jessica, and my story is a little bit different as far as how I felt when I took the product because I was actually 37 weeks pregnant. So my little boy actually turns 1 on Friday, and I was pregnant. And if you guys, the moms on here, you know, when you're 37 weeks pregnant, there is not much more in this world that is as miserable as being 37 weeks pregnant. You don't sleep. You feel tired all the time. You can't remember why you walked into the kitchen. You just have no energy. You're drained. You're grouchy. You're moody. You want to eat the whole house. Literally anything you can think of and that's terrible in life happens to you when you're in that last month of pregnancy. So, I was really looking for something to help me with energy because not only was I pregnant, but I have my daughter is now 3. She was 2 at the time. And she only went to daycare a couple of days a week. And so the other day she was at home with me while I worked 2 businesses, sometimes 12, 13, 14 hours a day, and extremely demanding stuff. And so I was like, please let me find something that's going to give me the energy to make it through my day, and that's going to help me focus, because after working all those hours and then never sleeping, I would walk into a room and be like, why am I here? Like, what did I come in this room for? And I would do it multiple times a day. And that's such a frustrating feeling. So I noticed, unlike Jessica said she took like 5 or 6 days, within my first day of drinking it, I noticed that I felt something. Like I felt something just kind of click. I had more energy, and I was able to get work done so much faster. So when you're working, 12 or 13 hours on your computer in one day, it's really easy for your mind to wander, and all of a sudden it's 3 hours later and you're like, where did my day go, right? So I found that I got my work done. What used to take me hours to do, I was getting done super fast because I was able to focus. And I also maintained my weight the last few weeks of my pregnancy, which is amazing because that's something that I'm not one of those super cute pregnant people who gain like 10 pounds and have a little beach ball. I'm like the person who gains like 80 pounds no matter what they do. And so being able to maintain weight through those last couple weeks of pregnancy was just absolutely amazing. And even afterwards, I felt like, a lot of people get that new mom, just sad, stressed, anxious, overwhelmed feeling. I had that extremely bad with my daughter, to the point where I just felt like I couldn't go on. I couldn't keep doing it. And that lasted for over a year for me the first time. And this time I have been so much more relaxed, so much less anxiety, which is crazy when you think about now I have 2 kids. At the time I had 2 kids under the age of 3. And I was still working from home. And the other aspect that it's just completely changed has been our financial situation. So I was working 2 jobs from home, but it still wasn't enough. I was contemplating trying to find another job outside the house, just like Jessica. But the problem was I was pregnant. Like, who was going to hire me? And we were just really struggling. I was behind on bills. We had maxed out our credit cards. I think we had one credit card that had anything left on it available. We had $1,000, and it was right at Christmas time. Hey, Jess, could you mute everybody and let me unmute myself again? Sorry. Okay, perfect. Sorry. There was a ton of background noise. We had $1,000 left on any credit card that we had, and that was what was supposed to buy my kids Christmas presents because Christmas was coming up. And I also was about to have a baby, and we didn't have a nursery. I had a pack and play, and I had a car seat. There was no crib there was no dresser, there was no curtains, there was no nothing. And I was just really upset because I wanted him to come home and have this really beautiful room like we have for my daughter. And so that $1,000 was supposed to do all that. And instead, after I tried this product and I was so excited about it, my husband was just like, if you're going to do this, go all in. So you'll probably hear Ashley later talk about the experience pack and the benefits that has. I knew that if I wanted to kick my business off in a big way and make huge changes for our future, that I needed to have that experience pack. And so I clicked the button. I spent our last $1,000, and I was terrified. That instant regret, like, oh my gosh, what the heck did I just do? I can't believe I just did that. And then I was like, okay, well, let me hit the ground running. I sold all of those samples before they hit my doorstep and had that whole $1,000 back. I had hit both of my bonuses that you'll hear us talk about, Go Pro and Go MVP, within my first week. And that was more money than I had made in a month before that with my other job. And then now we're in a situation a year later where our credit card bills are paid off. We are saving for our dream house. My husband drives a brand new truck paid for by Prove It, and we travel all over the country with our children. My little boy, who's 1, has literally been on more trips than I have probably was on the first 25 years of my life, in his first year of life, because we're capable of doing those things with them. And it's all because of Prove It. I mean, if we had not found Prove It, I don't even know where we would be right now. I know it wouldn't be as an awesome situation as we're in right this second. But I'm just so thankful. Like, if you are like me and scared and nervous and like, I don't even know how I'm going to find the time or how I'm going to find the energy or where I'm going to come up with the money from, or if you're just concerned, all I can say is do it. Just do it. Like, what do you have to lose? We have a money back guarantee. It costs $37. You waste $37 going through the drive-through. Like, you have nothing to lose. So hopefully I stalled long enough for her to have her Zoom fixed, and now she has audio. Do you have audio yet?
Yes or no, Leah?
Leah? It's like that horror movie suspense music is playing in the background. Waiting on.
We still can't hear you, Leah.
She has the best.
Write it all down and hold it up, and we'll read it.
You remember those viral videos that used to have like 1 or 2 words on each piece of paper? I need you to do that. And we'll play some sad music in the background.
We will try to get Leah back on next week. So regardless of whether or not you join this week, you have to hop back on next week so that you can hear Leah's story. So I'm going to go ahead and popcorn it over to Ashley. She is thebomb.com, and she's going to tell everyone about getting started as a promoter, what it takes, all the good stuff. So Ashley, tell them what to do.
As awesome as Sierra's story was and Jessica's, Leah's is a million times better. I love you girls, but it's true. So you have to get on next week just to hear her story. So you don't need to hear mine because it's really similar, except I have no children. I love the product and decided I had to share this with people. And then the rest is kind of history. It's been 1 year for me also. And it's literally something I think about every day is, what if I hadn't tried keto? What if I hadn't been best friends with these girls? What if? So I'm literally so thankful. Every night when I go to bed and I say my prayers, like, I thank God that Prove It is a part of my journey. It's a part of my story because it's connected me with all of you, first of all, and so many other wonderful people. So people ask all the time, what is Prove It? It's such a hard question to answer, but really it's a family. It's a big community of people that genuinely want you to do the best that you can possibly do in life at everything. And because of that, it's so easy to succeed here because you have so many people cheering you on, encouraging you, supporting you, and just pushing you every day to be better. So really all we do as promoters is share the product. That's really it. We have tons of product options that you can start with, but it's really only $37 annually to be a promoter. That's it. that covers 4 websites. You get an app on your phone. The app updates you with everything that you're possibly going to need that's Prove It related. You get all of our support, like I said. Everything that you're going to need to know, we're going to help you with that. And my favorite part is you don't have to be an expert. So we've got Sierra, that's a stay-at-home mom. Jessica's a stay-at-home mom. Leah's a stay-at-home mom. Like, those are wonderful jobs. But I mean, let's be honest, like, it doesn't come with training on what ketosis is, you know, and how to be a master salesman. It doesn't involve that. So the good thing about Prove It is that it doesn't matter where you're from or what you've done in the past or what your experience is. You can be successful here because when people realize that we have a product that literally your whole family can take and benefit from, it just really explodes. Everything here is really fast moving because once someone tries it, they share it with several other people. So being a promoter, that's really all it is. And like I said, we have tons of product pack options that you can choose from depending on your budget, depending on how many people you want to reach immediately. So that's one of the questions I ask a potential promoter. How many people do you want to help right now? Right? So a lot of people are going to say as many as I can. And so that's going to help us decide which package is best for you. So like Jessica said, and Sierra said also, we started with the experience pack. That's also what Leah started with. The reason why is because it offers 200 servings. So 200 servings of keto. That's a lot of people that you can reach really quickly. Plus it gives you double pay basically for your first full month. And it gives you a pay raise for a year. So just imagine whatever you were going to make, if you didn't come in with the experience pack, you're just going to double that if you come in with the experience pack. You don't have to choose that option. That's something that we can talk about with you and with the person that invited you on the call tonight. Don't feel obligated to that pack. It's just the one we recommend because we know the benefits that come along with that package. And like I said, depending on how many people that you want to reach immediately, you're going to go through so many trials. It's going to be unbelievable. So the 200 servings, you package those up into trial packs. You sell those to customers. And then what happens next is they order from your website. So we're not a retail company. So a lot of our customers most of the customers try a trial pack. They figure out which flavor they're going to like best, and then they order from your website. One of those websites that you get from your $37 annual fee. And then when they order, you get paid. So we get paid from customer orders, promoter orders, everything that your customers and promoters also bring into the business. Plus, we have a super cool customer referral program. When you have 2 customers that order keto in a month, the following month, you get free keto. How cool is that? Like, that's so cool. I haven't had to pay for mine for an entire year. I know the girls haven't either. We also have a really cool Smart Ship program. It's 22% off forever. Like, we don't even have sales that are 22% off anymore. So it's crazy savings that you can earn as a customer or promoter. There are no commitments, no contracts, no quotas. Like Sierra said, if you've never tasted free keto, I really can't explain it, but it tastes better. You have to take my word for it. But it's totally true. Unless it is the brand new Amped line that we have. There's some mighty tasting flavors in there. If you haven't tried those, you're crazy. But basically, being a promoter is really fun. It's really, really fun. It's really rewarding. The possibilities are endless. We have a girl in here tonight. I saw her in her car. She actually just picked up her brand new Cadillac Escalade. She started in May. So we have a really cool luxury car bonus here at Prove It. And it's something a lot of people can achieve. We've got Lena on here. She earned hers last month. It's just really awesome to see so many people succeeding at something that's really all about making people better versions of themselves. So I know that we've kind of given you a lot of information. You probably have more questions too. So if you guys want to open up the chat to ask questions, you can unmute yourself. If you don't feel comfortable, type them in the box below and we can answer those for you. And if you don't feel comfortable doing either one of those things, get with the person that invited you on tonight and one of us, and we can help you answer those questions also. Let me see if there's anything in the chat. No questions, guys?
So I guess that means everyone is signing up with an experience pack right now.
Okay, wait. Something else. Tell me what happens after New Year's. Typically,
or the day after Christmas.
Saying?
The day after
Literally.
Christmas. Yeah, everybody's like, Oh my gosh, what has happened? I gained 400 pounds. I feel like a big fat loser. Help! And then they just start looking for something. They just start literally like going through the aisles at Walmart, getting all the diet pills, get like like looking for anything that will help them. So I mean, Ashley, I know I'm sorry I'm interrupting you. I know
Oh, yeah.
everybody thinks, oh, I'll get started. It's a busy time of year. It's Christmas time. I've got all my money tied up in Christmas presents. I'll get started after the first of the year when everybody is ready to start losing weight and stuff.
No, you
No,
won't.
guys, get started now. Plant those seeds, get everything going, and get everybody ready to buy from you on December 26th when they wake up feeling like garbage, because that's when people are ready. They want to start their New Year's resolution on New Year's Day. If you wait to become a promoter, not saying that you can't be successful if you wait till January, but you're going to be missing out on a whole slew of people who are going to be ready to go before January 1st. So get in where you fit in, do what you got to do, borrow money from your mom, your neighbor, your best friend, whatever, put it on a credit card. Like, let us help you get your business booming, because it is December the 5th. You could literally change your financial situation before the first of the year. I have zero doubt about that. If you are serious about this and you want to make this work for you and your family, we can help you do it. And I don't want to overwhelm anybody, because I know a lot of people, that's not what they're trying to get into this for. They're not there yet. They don't see that big picture of changing their financial situation. But you know what? Maybe you just want to pay for your Christmas in cash instead of having to charge it on a credit card. Let us help you do that. Like, it can be whatever you want it to be, guys. We have people that come in just to get their product for free and to pay for, their kids' braces payment. And then we have people who come in and say, you know what, I'm sick of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sick of going to this crappy job, and I want better. I want to change my life. And it's happening. It's happening all over Prove It, and it's happening in a big way, and it's happening for a lot of people just on this team alone. So I'm fired the freak up. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat again. I don't know
I mean,
how many promoters we
I
have.
know when me and Jessica and Sierra started, like, we had an idea in our heads of what we needed monthly to function. So let me go ahead and tell you that we completely squashed that on month one, completely. And, we're not trying to make income claims here, but like she said, maybe you want to pay for Christmas this year with cash. That's a great goal. Maybe you want to pay off your credit card debt. Maybe you have a lot of that, Maybe you want to make an income that eventually you don't have to stay away from your babies. Maybe you want to make $20,000 a month. I don't know, but you can do that here, you guys. This isn't a joke. It's not like a magic show. You can look at our Facebook pages and see us every day. We are real people that do real things, super boring. Like, we're not anything special. I mean, I am, but Jessica and Sierra really aren't. No, I'm just kidding. But you guys, like, anybody can do this. But guess what? It 100% won't happen for you if you don't give it a shot. That's the only way it won't work.
For sure. So hopefully this has helped you guys and at least answered some of the questions that you may have had. If you hop off here and you're like, dadgummit, I should have asked them this, feel free to get with whoever invited you to this call. They will connect you to one of us, and we can help answer some more questions for you. But this is it. This is your sign. I love to end the Zoom by saying, if you're on this Zoom or if you're listening to this replay, this is it, y'all. This is your sign. You're going to kick yourself in the booty if you don't do it. And in a few months from now, everybody that you know is drinking keto, and they bought it from somebody else because you didn't pull the trigger. You know what I mean? So let's get crazy. Let's get excited. Let's blow up the rest of December. Go into the new year guns blazing and really just do this thing big. So I love you guys. I hope y'all have an awesome night. We do have one more thing. We do have a call coming up at 8:15. So maybe you didn't get what you needed from here and you want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. This comes from Prove It. This comes from the company. So get with whoever invited you to this call, and they can give you the call number, but it's at 8:15. It's a short call, and I encourage you to hop on there. Sorry, there's more messages coming through. I'm just popping on and looking at those really quick. Yes, get another credit card, Christina. No, we're not telling anybody what to do, but I'm telling you, I didn't have the money. I know Sierra, she already told you her story. She didn't have the money, but I knew I needed this. I knew I'd prayed for it, and I thought, you know what, I think this is it. So we did get a credit card, and we put it on there, and about threw up as soon as we clicked the button, but it has paid for itself a million times over this past year. It's been unbelievable. See, Carrie, she spent her bill money. So this is an investment. You got to spend some money to make some money sometimes, and prove it stands behind their product. So you're not going to get stuck with anything either way. So anyway, love you guys. Thanks for hopping on and listening to us, and we hope to see y'all tomorrow night. If you do join our team, we have a new Prover Zoom just for new people who are ready to get their business rolling. So you can hop back on with us tomorrow night at 7 Central Time, and we'll tell you all the things on what to do to be super successful. So talk to you guys later. Leah, I'm super bummed we didn't get to hear you, and so hopefully we'll hear from you next week. Love you guys.